Okay, just a quick follow-up to the introduction video that's been posted um, as of Saturday evening, August 22nd. I wanted to go back and touch on the syllabus and the grading scheme for this course. So the syllabus is posted under the syllabus link in Blackboard. Click the syllabus link. You should see a link to the file, which will open up a PDF file containing our syllabus, and it'll load shortly. Alright, so our syllabus for this class, CIS 146, Section 84, 3 credit hours, Microcomputer Applications is the name of the course, Fall 2015. Gives the course prerequisites, student learning outcomes, some general information over the course. Class days and time. This course is online and thus doesn't have a designated class day or time, but it does have the Blackboard login link, which if you've made it this far, you probably already have the Blackboard login link, but that's there for your reference if needed. Campus and class location is online as stated before and will be administered via Blackboard. The required textbook. I mentioned in my earlier video that the textbook is absolutely required. There's really no way to pass this course without the textbook, based on, the fact that, sorry, I had to pause there for a second, based on the fact that you need the textbook to complete your tutorials. You need the textbook to reference to complete your research paper. So for those types of reasons, you really must have the textbook. From what I understand, you can purchase a hard copy or even a soft copy. Either one is fine, as long as it is the correct textbook. The next portion of the syllabus is, as you will see when you read, as you're required to read the syllabus for your first assignment, has the last date of withdrawal Tuesday, November 10th. Hope nobody has to withdraw, but if you do, that's the deadline. The makeup policy is listed. There is no final exam in this class. As I mentioned earlier, we'll just have 5 exams, one covering each of the 4 Microsoft Office applications that are covered in this course. There's more information on tutors and Office with Specialized Student Services listed there in the syllabus. Emergency preparation and sexual misconduct listed. Instructor information, which is my information, has my email address, bcoleman@sheltonstate.edu. Student hours, as I covered in the previous portion of the introduction video, Thursdays 5 p.m., 6 p.m., Martin Room 2361. Just please make sure you make an appointment so I know that you're coming. Additional college policies, I won't read those to you. I will just allow you to do so before, as you will need to anyway, to submit your first assignment, as I mentioned before. Okay, grading. So this is where I want to cover with everyone. Grading, Shelton is not on the plus or minus system. So as most people are probably used to, anything between a 90 and 100 is an A, 80 to 89 is a B, 70 to 79 C, 60 to 69 is a D, and a 59 and below is a F. The grading, the weighting of each assignment, very important. The first assignment you can see, and as I mentioned earlier, is 1 point and is also coincidentally 1% of your grade. Excuse me. Tutorials are 13% of your grade, and they are also worth 1 point each. So if you elect not to do tutorials, thinking that you're going to get by on the assignments and tests, well, you're not going to make any better than a B at best, and it would probably be difficult to do that. So every assignment, I make this point to say that every assignment, whether it be a tutorial or a project or whatever, is critical to your grade. Word. Let's get into the individual applications. You can see the research paper, 11%. That's a letter grade. 11% of your overall grade. Resume is not worth quite as much. It's only worth 2%. And then the exams for Word is worth 11%. So one thing to note here is the research paper is worth as much as the Word exam. A lot of students don't realize that. They elect to pick and choose which assignments they're going to complete, and they typically don't fare very well. So taking all that into consideration, the research paper, resume, in the Word exam, 24% of your total grade. That's a fourth of your grade. Excel, 2% of your grade is the household budget, 10% is the personal project, and then the Excel exam is 10%. Microsoft Access, it's worth overall 20% of your grade, 10% for the assignment, 10% for the exam. So you can see the assignments, almost all of the assignments carry the same amount of weight on your final grade as do the exams. And then finally, PowerPoint is also worth 20%, 10% PowerPoint project, 10% exam. So just want to point out the grade weighting. It's very important that you understand that. In your grades, as you submit assignments and as I grade them and return them to you, your grades will be posted in Blackboard. Now, I'll emphasize this now, and I'll emphasize it again throughout the semester. Your class grades, the way they are posted in Blackboard, you will have a individual grade for the assignment, then you'll probably have an overall course grade. That overall course grade is an average. It is a weighted average, but it is of only the work that you have completed so far. So of the work you've completed, you could possibly have 80, 90%, 80 or 90 percentage in that course grade. But if you have work that remains, it won't appear. And I point that out because I don't want anybody in the class to have a false understanding of what their grade is. And that's why I take the time to point out the weighting of the grades of the individual assignments for this course. You need to complete every single assignment, every single tutorial, every single exam if you want to have a chance of making a good grade, as you can see by the weighting of the grades and the assignments in this course. So if anyone has any questions on how things are graded, the weighting, how to arrive at the final average, please let me know. And if not, thanks again, and we'll be talking to you soon.